for too long. Every single day, the same damn old game, pointing all the fingers, nobody takes the blame. This pressure's building, it's starting to crack. Ain't no turning back now, ain't no holding back. I'm about to say it, yeah, I'm about to scream. Tired of the fake smiles, living in a dream. The real life's bleeding out in the cold. Gotta break the mold, gotta let it unfold. I'm about to say it, every single word. The uncomfortable truth finally gonna be heard. I'm gonna say it.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to hashtag I'm Gonna Say It. Before I get started in today's show, I want to make sure I get this announcement out before I forget and keep my promise. Earlier today, I was on another content creators page, our good sister Straight Facts. And while I was in her broadcast and listening to her, a lady who, hey, babe, thanks for the heart me. A lady who comes in her lives pretty often. She lives in Jersey, New Jersey, and her furnace went out. And so during the broadcast, during Straight Facts broadcast, she was asking people, if they knew someone that was getting rid of one that could give it to her, one, of course, when it works, but that could donate it to her, or if there was, if anybody wanted to contribute to her getting a new one, to send the money to Straight Facts, and she would make sure it got to Miss Bunny. I'm gonna call her Miss Bunny, Miss Bunny, and that way she could get her a new furnace, because you all know it's getting cold out there. And I asked, when she said that, I asked if it was all right if I mentioned this in my broadcast, if Miss Bunny was okay with me bringing this up during my broadcast, and I got permission to do so. Good morning, Coach Xtavia. How you doing? How are you doing? Thank you for joining today. And I want to make sure I keep my promise. Thank you for that heart, me love. So I'm asking you all, if you live in New Jersey and you know someone who is willing to donate a furnace or have a furnace they're looking to get rid of just to make way for a new one, Miss Bunny is in need of a furnace. In the event that you do not have or know anybody who does that or has one that's willing to give it, donate it to Miss Bunny, if you will, you can send a donation to my Cash App, and I'll make sure Straight Facts gets it. That way she can give it to Miss Bonnie, and Miss Bonnie can get her a furnace. And you can ask Jess Ann in here, just like we done with another friend of ours who was in an immediate unsheltered situation. Whenever you all send me that in order to donate to someone else, I'll make sure that when I send it to the proper place it's supposed to go to, I make sure I screenshot it, and I make sure you get the picture that this is where it went to. I'm not on here, grifting anyone, but I am about helping my community, and my community is near and far, right? And those of you that are my viewers and that were in Straight Facts is live today, you all heard about that, so you know what I'm talking about. And so in any event, if you all have $1 or anything like that you can contribute, if you don't know anybody in the New Jersey area that can go and take a furnace to her, let me know, and I'll send you my Cash App information, and that way we can get that sent. You can get that sent to me, and then we can get it sent to in the hands of Miss Bonnie via Straight Facts. All right. I just wanted to make sure I did that because I asked, and I love keeping my word as best as I can. I really do try. So, and when you have someone that's in need, we can get on here and we can talk about celebrity and politics all day. But when it comes to our community, and like I said, that's near and far, that's tangible and untangible. I mean, a lot of you I haven't even met a day in my life, but we we still are, you're a part of our community. You're a part of my community. I can't sit here and say you're my friend. I can't sit here and tell you on a daily I care about you and I don't put that plan in action. I'm about practicing what I preach. So that's what I'm doing, right? Adrian, thank you for coming in. Thank you for that heart me. I appreciate it. Hey, babe, thank you for the cakes. So that's what we want to do with that. Now, while talking about straight facts, let me give our sister her flowers because and I love aligning myself with people like her on here. I do.
Economic,
Hold on.
scientific.
Sorry, the segment came on, but let me pause that so we don't lose that. I love aligning myself with people like her who we realize the risk we take when we get on here and we talk about certain subjects that we talk about. We do realize the risk, but we're willing to take that risk in order to bring you all the truth. Coach Xtavia, thank you for the roses, love. I appreciate it. And let's give it up to Coach Xtavia because she just lit up that rose gift in the gift gallery. That's what we're talking about. And let me put a pause on that real quick because I want to let y'all know, again, I say this. This is another one. This is another Coach Xtavia 007 is another person that I am so honored and privileged to have amongst my community and just have the honor of saying that's a friend, right? And I strongly encourage you all to go and follow her immediately. It's simple. You just click on her icon picture right there, and then you go to that follow button and you click that pinkish follow button. You want to do that, and I'm telling you, that's one of those things that's going to benefit you in the long run because you see, when we surround ourselves by people that's got good energy, good karma, we become that. You get it? If you surround yourself by negativity and trash, you're going to take in negativity and trash. When you surround yourself and align yourself with people that are has positivity and goals and ambition and passion and desires, then we take that in and we become that. And that's how we get forward on this thing. You see what I'm saying? Sis, good morning to you. I'm glad you made it. Okay, sis was in there. Sis, I was just telling them about Miss Bonnie over in Straight Facts broadcast today and her needing the furnace. And remember, I was asking about if I could bring that up in our broadcast today. So I was just doing that. So I did that already. Make sure we mark that off. All right. But as I was saying, I want to give our sister Straight Facts her flowers because she put her platform in jeopardy today. And she said it before she even played the audio or showed the video. She already said, look, I'm going to jeopardize my platform, but I need to get this out there. And she did that. Yes, Rita, I love her. I love her to life. She is all of that, right? Yeah, we need to. Y'all see right there. Jenny said, yes, we need to help her with a heater or getting an electrician, right? For the furnace and stuff that I told y'all about. But she played that, and when she played that video, Straight Facts played that video, they shut her down. So I just want to tell her, thank you for allowing us for even just putting your platform and your content in jeopardy by just getting the message out there. And this platform didn't like it, like they always do. If you're not kissing the cheddar color coat leader's butt, they don't like what you got to say. Don't ever let nobody quiet you from telling that truth. Don't just because. Let me tell y'all something. Growth is the most uncomfortable thing because it's growth. It's new. It's new. Going against the grain. Yeah, that's right, sis. She said Straight brings that raw heat. She do. Fuego. And here's the thing. She did that. She did that. And the platform immediately shut her broadcast down. So what I'm going to do for my sister, I'm going to pick up that banner that she was waving today for the right thing. And I'm going to pick it up and carry it with her or for her. I got you, sis. And so this picture behind me, you can't see it all, but it reads, "Don't let the government and the media turn this into a race war. Stand together." And at the bottom, it's got a dark BLK fist. It's got a light brown uh, BLK fist. It's got a tan one. It's got a white one, and it's got an Asian one. Hispanic and then Asian, right? Okay. So understand. Yeah, that's what happened, babe. They shut her down because she played the video of what went on in the store. But that had to be seen. There was educational ramifications in there. What she was doing was allowing her viewers to see, just like we say here on my platform, when you have a person sitting in the highest position of our country, allowing that rhetoric to be pushed, allowing that train of thought to be out there, it stirs up his followers and his base, and they deem it okay to act that way, right? But okay, yeah, I do get it. It ended tragically. It ended tragically. Tragically, the YT person that was talking reckless, he did end up getting by one of the two BLK guys that was in the video. They were at a gas station. A worker was, I'm not sure if he was BLK or Hispanic or Asian or whatever, but in any event, he was just saying that, hey, no, we don't do that here. We don't do that. And the YT man kept saying the N word with the hard ER at the end. I don't know how many times I got to tell people. First of all, nobody should say it. YT, don't say it. Don't say it. And they have this false sense of security that, well, if I just don't put the ER, just don't say it. Why you got to say it? Yeah, the hard R at that. And I try to break it down to people. When you put the ER on the end, let that marinate in your mind. That ER also represents emergency room, which is where you could easily find yourself when you call people of color that particular name. No, okay, I get it. Yeah. The definition is of being ignorant, right? And so I do get that concept. I do understand. But that's not how this person in the video that our sister Straight Facts played meant it. And he knew that, and he kept saying it, right? And so what happened. Look, I hate any life is lost. I hate any life is lost. But again, I say, play stupid games and you win stupid prizes. And we should know by now that we live in a time where when you act a certain kind of way, such as that way, then you pretty much know that you run a grave risk. I'm sorry, I'm trying to pull up something too so I can read it. You pull a grave risk for something to happen. You leave the door open for that. My wife says, hey, they have to realize it goes back to YT folks being slave days, calling BLK people that. Exactly. And again, you see how the platform, now listen, you see how the platform wants to shadow her comment, when in all actuality, it's a history that they created. Why are we banning that comment on here? That's educational purposes. That is an educational fact. And my fellow BLK people who say, well, because I get hit with this all the time too.
BLK people had slaves too. They had slavery over in Africa.
Over in Africa. That's, again, let me break something down to you all. Over there, it was not the same as it is here. And you keep saying in Africa. That's where they are. That's the motherland. That's where you see what I'm saying? You went to their place, took them from there and brought them over here. I mean, don't get me wrong. They were already here too. But I'm just saying, the history they teach don't want you to know that. I do. Okay? I do. But I'm glad my wife is in here because she's going to be part of my opening monologue as well. So let me go ahead and get my next presentation put back here behind me. And folks, I don't know, I might get flagged or shut down. I really don't care either. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the nonsense. All right, this right here. Like one of the things that I love about my wife is that when we go to these historical places and places where groundbreaking historical events took place, we're taking our kids and we take them in hopes of allowing them to understand the significance of what led to where we are now and why it's okay for our kids to fight for justice. It's okay for our kids to stand up for what's right. And no, we don't dress it up with all the cutesy stuff neither. We let them know about the bloodshed that happened. We let them know about the wrongdoings that happened, and we also let them know about how we overcame and how we're still persevering and things of that nature. So behind me right here, if you're from ATL, or if you know anything about ATL, you know what Auburn Avenue represents. I had a picture on one of my Facebook pages years ago. This is what around when what babe did we just get back together, or was this, I can't remember if we just got back. Yeah, we did. We had just gotten back together, and we took the family down to the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Nonviolence Center, and I remember our son Christian. I'm talking about Christian, and see, I can't really say son because I got too many, but in any event, Christian was he was younger and he wanted to get back home and get to the computer. He didn't really want to be out. He don't do well with in settings with people and stuff like that. Hey, niece, grand rising to you. But I took this picture and I hated that they shut down that Facebook page, so I no longer have this picture. But I took this picture and when I tell you I couldn't have captured a better picture, like my wife was sitting on the corner with Christian and she was talking to him about the significance of why we were where we were, how meaningful it was. You in here now. I love you, woman. I love you, woman. I eternally love you. But Auburn Avenue right here. You can't really see it, but now that was then. Let's fast forward to this particular picture behind us, and because now we're at a time and we're at a point where. Thank you for that heart, me niece. And hold on. Let me bring you up in the box real quick. Send me an invite, niece, so I can get you up here. And babe, if you want to come and let me know, I know you got patience. But niece, okay, I got you. Okay, I'm gonna bring you up. All right. Y'all keep double tapping that screen. Share out the live, y'all. Share out the live. And today we got a cheer board or something as our goal up here. We only need 5 to close out the live goal. Okay, let me get back to where I was. Okay, bam. Okay, so now let's get to this picture behind me right here, because now this is a more present time. My wife and I now have our own child together. And as you can see, y'all dotedly know her as Rudy, but as if y'all can see it, I don't know if you can behind. Okay, you can see her jacket, but you can't see behind the I wish I could move y'all up. But she's standing right here next to this little monument thing right here that's on Auburn Avenue. And I took that picture because once again I saw some significance in it, because like I told you all, we pride ourselves, my wife and I pride ourselves on taking our kids to these places that's historical and tell the story and allow them to walk in the same footsteps of the of people who was there or where these sometimes tragic, but yet historical events happen. And so here we are on Auburn Avenue, right down the street from the house that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was born in and lived in. I think I think into his 20s. I think is when he moved out. But this is right down the street from it. If you're ever in Atlanta, Auburn Avenue needs to be one of your first destinations. But we're here, and I want to read to you all what this is talking about right there. And you can see Martin Luther King right there in the middle. But what this monument reads, it says the business, religious, and social institution founded by African Americans on Auburn Avenue provided a training ground for social, economic, and political advancements during the post-World War II era. They also offered opportunities to gain the skills, training, and courage necessary to contend for justice and equality. You see, we got to get back to how our grandparents taught us, and things like that. As parents nowadays, we need to do that. And what I mean by that is, I don't. My grandfather. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. But then, just to let you know how this teaching comes. Yeah, exactly, sis. We have to teach them the significance of history since our administration is whitewashing it. Exactly, right? So what I mean by our grandparents, my grandfather, first of all, it's a big dude. He had a deep baritone voice. Really didn't need no butt whooping, but we did get him, and our behinds was mad at us for whatever we done to get that whipping. But in any event, I digress. He was out on the porch hanging out with his buddies one day, and here I am, a little old fella. But I'm trying to be grown. Like I told people on Facebook, and I'll convey it to you all here on this platform. My grandfather, I had the opportunity, I had the blessing to actually live in the same house with my first superhero, my grandfather, right? But he was sitting out on the porch, on the carport, hanging out with his buddies and everything like that. Yes, baby, I miss him. I miss him so much, man. I do. I really do. And he's out there talking to his buddies and stuff. And here I am, just a little dirt dauber, and I'm just trying to fit in with them. Like I said, that's my superhero right there, right? He's the strongest man I know. So my grandfather used to it's this chewing tobacco. It's called Red Man. I think it's called Red Man. I can't remember. But in any event, good morning, Aztec Princess. I see him doing it, right? And to me, it looked like strips of bacon. I'm just gonna let y'all know. I'm little. I'm talking about little, right? Like 5, 6, maybe. And I'm like, let me have some of that. No, I didn't say that. I said, can I have some of that? He said, well, no, this ain't for you now. You can't have this. And I was like, yes, I can, because I wanted to fit in. And you see, he gave it to me, y'all. I know some parents nowadays like, oh my God, I would never do that. Well, just stop. Hold on. Cool off. Let me tell you. There's a valuable lesson here. I said, yes, I do. I do want it. He said, no, it's not for you. This is for grown folks. And I kept on. No, give me some. Again, I'm thinking it's tobacco. But regardless of what I thought it was, I should have left it at what he said. This ain't for you. No, right? And so I kept on. He said, okay. He gave me about two or three strands. And so I went on and I popped that thing in my mouth like I was a big. Y'all, I almost unalived myself. I couldn't breathe. I was choking. It was like, and him and his buddies, man, they laughed so much. I probably would have laughed too if I could have found my oxygen and my breath to laugh. But I literally experienced, I think, my first heart stroke then. But what I got from that was, okay, that's not for me. That right there is not for me. Even if when I see it on his nightstand next to his bed, whatever is in that pack is not for me, right? But again, He showed me. He didn't leave it at just telling. He didn't leave any room for doubt. He didn't leave any room for speculation. He didn't leave any room for debate. He allowed me to take what he already told me that I didn't need. He allowed me to do it, and I found out what he was saying to be true. Same with my wife and our kids. We tell them, but we can tell them all day. But the thing, especially nowadays, the thing that we have with kids nowadays is that social media has already made them think that they know everything. They completely negate. Thank you for that. I love you, sis. I appreciate it. They absolutely forget that we've been here 20 something odd years longer than 18 to 20 something years older, and even more. Some on some of us, we had kids late, and that's okay. But we've been here longer than they have. And they think everything that they do now, they invented it. They can't fathom in their minds that in the times when we were teenagers and 20 ages, that's a new word, 20 ages, right? And 20 teens and stuff like that. But we didn't have social, especially when we were teenagers. We didn't have social media. We didn't have cell phones. We didn't live in that era like that. So we really had to go out and put in work to be bad. You get me? Some more than others. But they can't wrap their heads around that because they never had to live in that age. Just like I tell you, my grandmother that's married to the grandfather I was talking about, my grandmother, you know, she would sit and tell us stories about when her and her siblings had to pick cotton in this small town of Rockmart, Georgia. And she would tell us how the thorns would hurt their fingers. It would stick their finger, but they couldn't stop. Oh, she's life, isn't she, babe? But not only did she do that, she's also, when we would go to the grocery stores and stuff like that, there was times where she would just pull off to the cotton field and let us get out the car and go walk out there and show us. And she'd tell us what they used to do and how they used to do it. And she let us do it. Okay, now you go do it like she said. And yes, it hurt. So you see, this is why we bring, and I'm talking about Straight Facts and a host of others and myself, this is why we conduct and bring this type of information to you all too. Because you see, it seems, and just like Jenny said, it seems like our current administration, and heck, America in itself has become so addicted to erasing that or turning the other cheek or pretending that it never happened or anything like that. You cannot run away from what you've done. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. And we're never going to progressively move forward until certain conversations that are hard to have been had. That's just how it goes. Let me move on, because this is one right here. But we've also taken them, I told you, to the 16th Street Baptist Church over in Birmingham, Alabama, where a racist white tea man planted and it unallowed 4 young BLK girls who were only in church. We stood outside that window where the happened and where those 4 ladies, young girls, lost their lives. We stood right there. You can still feel it on the steps of the 16th Street Baptist Church. We walked through the park across the street from the church, and they got different things set up at various locations. They got these dogs, y'all. They got these dogs. And even though these dogs are aluminum or metal or whatever on this statue or on this plateau or whatever in that park, it's the dogs that people that lived in Birmingham, Alabama at the time that this heinous crime happened, Those were the real dogs that these people had to endure and be afraid of. And let me tell you, just by these monuments that had these dogs on it, that was scary enough. So I can only imagine what these people had to feel in regards to fear when police officers who were supposed to protect and serve allowed these dogs to bite them, to injure them, to scare them. I mean, it doesn't make you feel it. You still feel it to this day. I got pictures. You don't believe? I got pictures. We are standing, my wife and I and our kids are standing right there. Listen to me. You feel it today. I'll take you up the road a little bit. A lot of bit. Let's go to Memphis, Tennessee. My wife and I took our family at the Lorraine Hotel where Dr. Martin Luther King was stood below the balcony of where his body laid after he was. People, you can still feel it today. You still feel the sorrow. You still feel the wails of crying, of people hurt, people scared, heartbroken. We've been through tours of Dr. Martin Luther King's birth home and where he lived, like I said, up until I think he was like 20-something. We've been through the house. We've been blessed with the ability to walk through the house and see his toys on the floor, see the cereal box on the table, still see Martin Luther King Sr.'s jacket and hat hanging on the coat rack when you first come in the door and you look to the left where Dr. Martin Luther King Sr. will hold his meeting with the brethren from the church. We've been to these places. We've taken our kids there. Why? Because they got to feel it in order to get it. My wife can tell them everything. I can tell them everything. And they can listen, but it's nothing like allowing your child to be there. It's a tangible place. It's an actual place. It's not fiction. It happened right here. This is what makes up your history. I love it. I love it. I love it when people think that because my wife is YT, I don't know nothing. I don't stand for BLK people. I love it. I love it even more when my wife, that's a YT lady from Dayton, Ohio. If you know about Dayton, Ohio, she's the most fluorescent BLK person I know. But in any event, I digress. I'm going down another rabbit hole with that one. That's a whole nother show. Stick with me. I was a guest on a podcast. On a talk show. Shout out to the Royal Queen. And it was basically talking about relationships. Things go on in a relationship. And then it had a segue leading to dating outside your race and things like that, and understanding if you date outside your race. Aztec Princess, thank you for that. I love you. I love you. Date outside your race and they don't know, there's no way that a YT person can know about BLK history and stuff like that and so on and so forth. So we're sitting on the couch. We're on the panel, right? We're sitting on the couch. It's me and 5 other guests. And this one BLK lady, she happened to have 2 kids by a YT man. And her kid's father, his parents didn't like her for whatever the reason. Well, I'm just going to say for whatever the reason. They didn't like her. Okay. And so she's taken that resentment and anger that she has for him and his family or his parents, and she's projecting it within the show. the topic of the show. And so they get around to me, and I'm telling them, and mind you, my wife is sitting in the kitchen area off to the side, but my baby, she's short. She's short, but so you can't really see her over the little counter ledge thing that's right there. And so the black lady is like, and I'm telling them, oh yeah, I'm telling them on the show, I'm like, yeah, my wife is YT, and I mean, she understands our history and what we've went through, and she doesn't like it, and you know, she takes offense to YT people when they don't recognize it or realize what. And let me tell y'all how this young BLK girl across from me, a lady from me, young lady across from me on the other side of the panel. Let me tell you how she went in.
Hold on.
She don't know nothing about black history. There's no way she can know about black. I don't care where she from. I don't care what community she grew up in. She don't know nothing about our history. Nothing at all. Not at all. She can't feel, I'm not listening. She can't feel what we feel.
That's what, I mean, she went off on a whole tangent, right? And another BLK young lady that was on the panel, who's also my co-star in Dope Girls, she in the web series Dope Girls, she's sitting next to her. And no, I'm lying to you. She's sitting next to me, and she points over to her. She said,
"You know his wife over there." Yeah, she right there. She right there with him. She here with him.
Y'all, that lady that was going off was quiet as a church mouse. Because the thing that Lovely was trying to get her to understand is that, listen, you sitting here disrespecting this lady, and she's right here supporting her strong black man. Where's your YT man at in your support system? You get me? So you see, that bothers me. In order for us to even get any kind of leeway in this, thank you for that gold boxing gloves, Adrian. I appreciate it. And thank you for you're awesome. Here's the thing about this, people. We can't, as BLK people, we can't sit here and say that we want to move forward and we want to make things better. And when we have YT people or Hispanic people or anybody, any Italian, whatever, when we have people like that, that's saying, hey, I understand where you're coming from. I don't want to be part of the problem. I would like to be part of the solution. Let me tell y'all something else that this young BLK lady didn't know. We had this, when the BLK thing was going on, we had a rally in Marietta. Guess what my wife was? Right there, rallying with us. You get me? But let me follow that up with one thing too. I bet you can't even count how many of us wasn't out there rallying for our people. She was. I was. So this is why we're going to teach this kind of thing. And so I know I said I was going to stay on topic today, and I did this. And I'm just going to be honest. I'm really over this platform shadow banning us and suppressing what we're saying. I get it. Some people act out of fashion on here. But when we are just stating facts, and just because you don't like it, you get a strike. Like on my other account, I got a strike. Now, yeah, I posted something that spoke about the Cheddar Color Cult leader being, what he is, a P3Z. and they struck it. And so I appealed it, and I won that appeal. But the first warning is still up there. Like, no. So if I appealed it and I won it, take my strike off. Don't leave my strike there just so you can strike me again and shut down my platform in order to silence me, because I'm just going to make another one. One monkey don't stop no show. I've never been one to sit back and be quiet if it's something that is right. And so with that being said, let me say good morning to all my MAGA people that may be in here. And I mean that the most sarcastic way possible. But in saying that, and saying good morning to you, I want to put this up here. Let me move, because I told y'all, my wife and I, we about making sure our kids know. So let me get out the way for you. Because as you can see, yep, Rudy right there. Rudy right there. Right there rallying. And I put this up here for all of my mindless mango MAGA minions. I wanted you all to see this because I wanted to refresh your memory, because I get it. I get it. I know you waking up today and your whole world has been shook. I mean, y'all have been taking a severe pounding these past close to 48 hours. I mean, y'all cheddar color coat leader has led y'all so astray that it's not even funny. And you're starting to realize that all the things that he told you about and that he was going to do, that he's not doing. All them things that he was saying to y'all as far as the prices come down stuff, they haven't, right? And so I wanted to put this up here to remind you all of we told you so. This is who should have been holding office right now. Period. I know some people they're not gonna like that choice, but numbers don't lie, and I said what I said. That's my wife and Rudy again. Yeah, I said. Now, and I also put this up here because, they all have this, they run on this slogan and they put it on these red hats, and it says, make let me pull the picture up. It's not gonna let me pull the picture up, people, but I actually had a photo of the newspaper of a group that's got three same letters that don't like us or like minorities. And the headline on that newspaper in bold red letters says "Make America Great Again," right? And so that shows you where it comes from, right? That shows you where it comes from for them. But you see, this is how we would have made America great again. Yeah, the Cool Kids Club. Yeah, I like that, Aztec Princess. This is what would have made America great again. She gave you policies. She has experience in all three branches of government. She was willing to give first-time homeowners a loan to get housing. She was implementing giving small businesses $50,000 loans so they could get their small business off the ground and be productive. And y'all voted against it. I've said it before and I'll say it again. You voted racism over rationalism. And you are paying the bill right now. Y'all are footing the bill right now. And then your cheddar color cult leader gets on TV a few nights ago, does an interview, and says y'all have zero skills. Y'all have no talent. No, don't come over here looking for sympathy. No, 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 no. You don't get to join us. You don't get to join us because see, we told you, and you gave no F's about us. Then you gave no F's. You all thought that he really cared about y'all, when in actuality he only cared about. Oh, thank you, babe. Okay, thank you. Okay. Oh yeah. Hold on a second. Let me get these. Let me get these squared away, and I'm gonna post these as well. Thank you, love. Um, I'm gonna share them behind me. But y'all thought he cared about y'all. He didn't. He never did. He never did. He only cared about himself, his pockets, maybe his kids. He might have cared about his kids getting money because they do the same thing right now. They pretty much doing the same exact thing. But my point is, he outside of them, he didn't care about y'all, and y'all bit the bait. Y'all bit the bait, and then get this now, as if the whole email thing that dropped yesterday wasn't bad enough for y'all. Today, the video gets leaked or dropped, or however you want to say it, of when he raped his wife, his first wife. Mm, Lord, forgive me for this, but it's got to be a shitty day to be a MAGA supporter. Y'all getting bodied. I'm talking about body. I'm talking about Iron Mike Tyson in the 90s. Bodied. We told y'all. Y'all didn't care. You thought that just because you was YT, it wasn't going to affect you at all. And then when we tried to bring it to your attention, all you had to come back with was, well, Biden. Well, Hillary. Well, Obama. And hey, Hunter wasn't even in a presidential position. Well, Hunter, y'all, this ain't new. This ain't new. I got a lot of people that chime in or that comes in here that's from New York, and they already know how he was back in the day. So this ain't new. We're not just speaking just right now. Like, this has been going on. And we've told you all before, a leopard doesn't change its spots. Hold on, y'all. Let me go. Okay. So hold on. I'm gonna have to dip out for a second, and then I'm going to come back because I gotta go get these pictures real quick that my wife sent so y'all can see it. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm back. All right, hold on. Those are the dogs that I'm talking about. And as y'all can see, Rudy is walking right there. Y'all just think about that for a minute. Look at that and think about that for a minute. You see, those 4 girls, they weren't much older than our baby girl. Y'all, that's terrifying. I looked at their teeth when we was walking through there. They most definitely were, sis. And I looked at their teeth and it was like I was stuck, y'all. I was stuck because it was just so frightening. Let me show y'all the other picture that she sent. Hold on. Look at there.
Mm-mm.
Look at there. Rudy
Mm-hmm.
right there. You see? Right there, y'all. That's the church. That's the church right there. Now, if you come there, here's a window right here. But if you go to the right of this and go on side of the building, there sits another window. And baby, if you got that picture, send it, please. Where we're right there in front of the window where the bathroom where it actually happened. Where the went off at as those four young girls were in the bathroom getting ready for Sunday school. And these white T men were only out to commit a racial crime. You see? But right here, you feel it. Your heart wants to cry when you're outside this place. Understand, it was in the six something. I forgot 60 something, 1960 something in September. But you got to understand, people. Even from that day, the blood that was shed, the smoke that bellowed in the sky, the parents crying, the church members crying, trying to find everybody, see who's okay, praying they don't find their loved ones buried under the rubble, and for respective families who woke up that morning, got ready to go worship the Lord and do the right thing, had to leave from service that day with one less child. But yet they don't want these things spoke about. But yet you want to shut down my sister's platform when she's showing the ignorance that's going on in this world that is being fueled by a cheddar colored cult leader. I'm going to say this one last thing and then we're going to move on to our segment for the day. You can shut down all our platforms all you want, um, but you'll never be able to silence us. Which one is this one, Bet? Okay. 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 All right. And do you have the one where we are by the reef, right there by the what you call it? Oh, y'all might not be able to hear me. Hold on. I'm sorry. Might be talking to myself. Okay. Sorry. Thank you for that one, Bet. Do you have the one where we are outside the bathroom by the reef, that white reef? I'm gonna put that. Let me see if it's gonna let me pull that. All right. Okay. This is on the ground outside the church, y'all, and it's rocks that's painted, and it says, "You are not forgotten." And we want those four young ladies to know. No, I'm not gonna say lady. They were young. Four young girls to know that when it comes to hashtag, I'm gonna say it. When it comes to me, when it comes to my family here, we're gonna make sure you're not forgotten. All right, y'all. I'm not being shut. I'm going in and out because I'm getting pictures. So if you watching on Rumble, if you watch this on Rumble, YouTube, or Facebook, no, it's not being shut. I'm going to. My wife is sending me the pictures, and I'm just. Here's another one, and then they had these. what did they call them? Water cannons. Oh, I have that one. Okay, and that may be a strong possibility too. Let me go see. But they had these water cannons too, and what it is you know, like the water hose we all would drink from when we were younger and be playing outside. Well, these are more high powered, and they would spray the people with them, and of course it would tear through the flesh. I mean, it would push them down the road. I mean, it was just really, it's really bad, man. And that's the thing y'all have to understand. BLK people, man, we just we've been through a lot here. Been through a lot here. So when our people been through a lot. So when we tell you that people aren't good or we think somebody's bad, that's what we mean. Because I mean, we've you know, our people have endured the worst of this country. Hold on. Okay, Birmingham, Alabama. Okay, y'all. Hold on. We're gonna get through. I know this is not. I feel like this is what we need to do. I feel like this is what we need to do. All right, and so we're gonna do it. If you don't like it, do me a favor. You can leave. I'm not holding you, but this is where I'm at right now today. This is what I'm on right now. We're gonna get to the show, but this is where I'm at right now. Excuse me. I'm getting emotional. Excuse me. Let's see. I thought I had it too, but I don't. I don't have it. I thought I had it too, babe, but I can't find it. I'm gonna share these with the viewers as well, though. I got a couple here I want to share as well. You all keep double tapping the live, share if you care. Um, hold on. Okay, let's see. I'll be right back, folks. Let me go grab these pictures real quick, like. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, let's see. Let me see if I can go. All right, I'm going to move out the way again, people. These are the water cannons I was telling you about. No, it's not. No, it's not. That's the people that was. This is the one of the people that was hiding, trying not to get hit by the water from the water cannon. Told you all about those dogs, right? I'm going to move out the way again and allow y'all to see that. You see how these officers don't care. They're putting the dogs on the BLK kids. This right here, this is a plaque or a monument, I should say, a monument outside of the church. And those same four little girls that lost their lives in that church that day, on this monument, it has those same four girls with their arms around each other, looking at the church, and it's just powerful. Now, MAGA, I want you to lean into my live a little closer. And I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to imagine your child being one of these four girls on that plaque. I want you to imagine that on a Sunday, you went to the church that you are a part of or a member of with your family. And because a BLK man didn't like your color of skin, he put a BOMB underneath your church. And when it went off, one of your children were no longer here. Imagine one of these four girls being your child. We're going to move on to the next segment. Prophets of politics. Let's start off. Wait, hold on. Before I do that, there was one audio I wanted to play for y'all, and it's from Minister Farrakhan.
Do you want us to call for our 400,000 black men and women that are serving in the armed forces of America to come out and come home for our fight is in America with the evil forces of racism? What?
I mean, oh, no lies there, huh?
Go West, go watch Braves then. We still Braves then. You do. Forgive me, y'all. I had a visitor come up, and I wanted to talk to him about some things. So forgive me for that. We're going to get back to the audio.
We are saying to you now is that injustice brings its response. And this is why Thomas Jefferson said, I tremble for my country when I reflect that God is just and that his justice cannot sleep forever. Why are you trembling? God has already entered into the fight. The plagues are already here, and they will get worse. And as you plan to kill our people, watch what God does.
I think, and he called that a warning to America. Shout out to Minister Farrakhan on that. After it was vandalized. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Well, he said what he said, didn't he?
And meant it, niece. Hey,
Every time Farrakhan start talking, I say that same line. He said what he said, didn't he?
he said, and mean it, and that's the thing, here's the thing. They want to demonize us as the ones that's insubordinate, the animals. Thank you for the roses, Caribbean Queen. How you doing? They want to portray that when all the while they are the instigators. They're starting. We're saying, hey, let's all come together. Let's we
They don't
can't
want
undo.
unity.
They don't.
They
They
want to
don't.
keep us divided. That's the only way to keep us down. Is to keep us divided.
Niece, you
And
would
once
think
people see that and understand
it's
that
OV.
fully in its whole entirety, totality, it's over. A wrap.
Exactly. Exactly. You would think, given what's happened in history
Ignorance.
and we've overcame that, you would think they say, you know what? No, we're not going to even try to do this again. But and the reason why I say that is because times are even different now. Because now, back then, when they done it, it was like they was all on one team, and what they said went. You know what I mean? Everybody bought into it. But now we're living in days and times where even YT people know that it's wrong and want to stand with us. You know.
Mhm.
So why I keep pushing that narrative? My wife sent. We're gonna go back to that, but my wife sent this. I'm gonna move out. This is our son, Jordan, and he's standing in front of. This is the birth house of Martin Luther King Jr. He was born in his house, and some BLK lady decide to set it ablaze. But there it is.
Oh damn! He the same height as me.
He just turned 20. Look, we picked him up from the airport because he lives in Arizona, but he came and visited us. He came from the airport. He got out the car. I was like, dude,
You stop
like,
growing.
right. I can't even say no, you grounded, nothing because you way up there, but
Yeah, you sent to the sky for sure.
absolutely. All right, welcome in, Judy. Okay, we're going to get to Pops right now. We're going to start Pops, and I promise you, we are going to play segment 4 of
Mhm.
Breezy, Mac Breezy. All right, so I'm just going to stop. I'm
Okay.
not going to even say nothing during these 10, 15 minutes, 10 minutes. We're just going to listen, okay? Because I don't want, I know I done, the opening monologue held y'all for an hour and a half, and I apologize. I just had to get that off my chest.
Oh
And
no, because I'm happy you did that because I've been feeling types of ways about that too.
you
I
have,
watched the
see,
whole thing you sent me last night, and I'm like, I'm just sick of it. I'm just
mm-hmm,
so tired. I'm just so tired. What they need to be happy and grateful for is that Black people want equality and not revenge.
mm-hmm, exactly.
And that's
We,
what goes
that's
over
all.
their head. We turn the other cheek every time, and it's going to be a point in time where turning the cheek is not an option anymore.
Right. We only got 2. We can't keep turning.
Yeah.
The
And
the
I didn't
other
turn which way. I done made a left, I done made a right, and I done spun in a circle. I ain't got no more turns in me.
Right, and that's the thing that fell in. It's just like you said, niece. We just want equality. We ain't nothing else. We just want equality. We want to belong. And like you said, we've done turned the cheek. And we only got two. We done turned both of them, and so now we're at a stage where the other two cheeks you can just kiss. All right,
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah,
It's over with.
yeah.
So
Because this don't it don't make no sense. And like I said, they need it's not all. It's really not.
no, it's not
It's the
all.
ones that's stuck, but you know what they say, one apple spoils the bunch. So it's kind of like it's hard in a sense.
Hmm.
It's kind of hard. It's a movie or a fake trailer for a movie. It's called, I think I sent it to you. It's called Caucasus Mountains when they send all the
Oh yeah, you
YG
did send
people back to the, yes. And I'm like,
it.
how messed up would that be if they really did that? Because it's
It-
not,
think about it. Yeah.
you know,
Think about it. I say that too.
it's
Like,
not all of them. I
what if
know a
the
lot of
roles were
really cool
reversed?
white people, that stand with us and not against us. It's the ones that just can't shake, as my grandmother would say, you just can't shake that attitude, huh?
That part.
You just can't shake it. You
That
just
part
gotta
right there.
be, it just gotta be about you, huh? And
Hmm.
it's not about you, it's bigger than you, and you trying to make everything about you. That's what it is. Y'all trying to rewrite history and make everything about y'all, and it's not about you.
Exactly. Exactly. But before we go and move into the next
She
audio, what?
said it's the keyboard warriors who want to act like they tough. Right, Jenny?
And that's true.
Right,
That's
Jenny?
true. Um, what I'm doing now,
You know?
I have two friends. One that is Israeli and one is Palestinian. And what
Oh,
I'm trying to get I'm trying to get it to where I can get both of them on the show. Not for conflict.
no, just
Uh,
to get point of
Right,
views.
right. I need an understanding on what's going on because
Well, we
we
won't
just
know because the internet they do a lot of tampering with. They got AI, and I know in what is it? Is it Africa? They not even using Google no more. They got their own thing over there.
that's crazy. You know what, niece? About 2 weeks ago, a lady inboxed me on another platform, and she said, "Young man, I love what you're doing. I love it." She said, "But I just want to offer something to you." I'm like, "Okay, yes, ma'am. What's that?" She said, "When to go on Google and change your location to Africa, because you see they don't scrub nothing over there. It's just it's
Mm,
facts. What happens, it happened. Right? Good, bad, or indifferent. Whatever happened,
mm.
it happened.
They don't
And
scrub their
so
internet. Here, they gonna
exactly,
scrub the ground. They gonna scrub the
exactly.
ground with it. And
So
in a lot
now,
of places, they don't even want us to see what be actually happening. I told
exactly.
you, I don't know who I followed on Instagram. I don't know who I followed, but whoever I followed, they be having whatever be on the dark web.
Mm, see, that's something
And
ooh. So
yes,
they
they be
really get
posting
they
all
really get it.
types of yes of whatever is going on in any country. Any country. I
See,
don't know how they be getting their hands on some of these videos, and you be like, wow.
I love it. I actually thought about doing it because like even if you say, let's just say you changed it to Africa, like she was saying, right? And then you put something that happened here in our country, it's not going to give
It's
you
not gonna pop up.
narrative.
No.
Well, it'll
It's gonna
pop up
pop up, but it's not gonna give you the full detail of like what
that what they
actually took place.
of what they
They're
want you to
gonna
think took
have
place.
they're gonna just put you, yeah, they're gonna put the video and then they'll be like, oh, such and such did da, 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 da. Meanwhile, the whole backstories, such and such that went and robbed and unalived and did this, that, and the third. This is so in retaliation, this is what happened.
Mm-hmm. Right. They're not going to give a false narrative. It's what happened, even if it's not good for us, people of our descent. That it happened. Period.
But they're gonna tell you the truth.
They're gonna tell you the truth. Period. Pointblank.com. You know, there's just no other way
And I
around it.
appreciate that. I'd rather know the truth than to be lied to.
Right. Okay.
People
Look,
don't
I
like the
have we got
truth.
this guest right here. I don't know. It's two flags, and
I don't see them.
I can't even say his
You
name. It's
said it's
like in
two
Arabic or
flags.
something. Yeah, I can't even tell you the name. It's I can't read that writing. So no, we're not. We're just not gonna bring that person up. And they may be.
Okay.
You know, I don't know. Cause we spitting real stuff. But I'm not gonna talk. I'm quiet. I'm here with
Jenny
y'all.
said we need the
Uncomfortable
uncomfortable
truth.
truth. Yes,
Facts.
absolutely.
Facts. Ain't nothing wrong with
What
the
Future
uncomfortable
say?
truth.
Bitch, don't get too comfortable.
Facts.
Better not get
And
too comfortable.
I just
Yeah.
had. Okay, he said I just have a question for Americans. Okay, go ahead.
Go
What's your
ahead.
question? I'm not gonna bring you up, but
Yeah.
what's your question? Okay.
And make sure you leave with respect, sir.
Yeah, you want to start it off with that now, because you this ain't where you want to. This not where you want to do that at.
Mm-mm.
Hey, baby,
He said, "Why do
where
I
you at
pay
work?
thousands of dollars for your education, but
Oh,
Israel
okay.
students pay
Do me a favor.
nothing?"
Come into the live.
Hmm.
All right, I love you.
Why do you pay? Okay, he meant to put you. Why do you pay thousands of dollars for education, but Israel students pay nothing? That's a great question to
That's
ask
awesome.
because we would like to know the same answer as you, sir.
That's awesome. Why do you pay thousands of dollars for your health insurance, but Israelis pay? Exactly. But okay. So you get it. You get it.
Right.
This is what we
You
talking
asking the
about today.
questions that we've been asking.
Yes. Yes. And if I had to answer that, hey baby, okay, my oldest daughter's in here, my firstborn. She right there. XOXO Queen K. Y'all know what to do. Go and follow her.
Hey, Queen.
Rita said it's capitalism. Exactly. I was going to say they don't care about citizens, they care about capital. So, same thing that she was saying. And when I mean capital, I don't mean the building, I mean revenue,
Revenue. Mhm.
you know?
It has a lot to do with that social security card that we got from the United States and
Why
that
do you
birth
pay thousands of
certificate.
dollars for Israeli sellers, but hundreds of thousands of Americans are hungry? Oh my gosh.
Hmm.
You know, I'm going to give you a follow. I don't even because you're saying everything that's right. You're saying everything that's right. We would be further along had we had those same principles. But yet
Can I
we,
ask you something? Where are you from? Where are you from? I don't know what your name is. I don't know.
yeah, I don't know how to
You don't
read
have a
that or
picture up
pronounce it.
there. I want to know what country are you from?
Good morning, Perfume Girlie.
Are you
Welcome in. How you doing?
Israeli?
Jenny said he is funded by AIPAC, Middle Eastern from Palestine. Okay, cool. I like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just saying that. I want to bring I want to get two of my friends. I just don't. I'm gonna be honest with you. I want to do it because I want, like I said, I want to find out. But at the same time, I respect both women, and I don't want them to.
Get into it. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. And see, one's from ATL, and I already know how if things could possibly go that way, how she probably is going to react. But then the others from Jersey, and so I know she ain't about to play neither.
Hmm.
So I would like to have them in here at the same time, but what I may do is just do one at a time, and we can just form.
Why
What we
do
got?
Israel steal your money while you are in need of it?
Great questions, man. I mean, everything you asking is great questions. But here's what I would recommend you do. Those are some outstanding questions that we all would like to know, and that we I ain't gonna say all, the smart ones here would like to know and ask. I would like for you to refer those same questions to I think it's whitehouse.org or something like that. That's where you want to lead with those questions. That
Yeah,
and
to the administration.
yeah, you need to
Mhm.
send that to that administration. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that, as you can, I can see it looks like they probably gonna lie to you even if they answer you. But that's where you want to send that at.
Are
Are
300
300
million
million
Americans
Americans?
stupid to ask themselves those questions? Not 300 million, but probably about 150 million of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
fair. And I don't know why they flagged your comment. I don't even see nothing wrong with what you're asking. Maybe they feel like
All of us are not
because
stupid, no.
yeah, I
If
think
that's
that's
what
why I
y'all
said it.
think is, but it's more, I would say it's 50-50, or it's more stupid than it outweighs smart.
Right, right. All right. So let's listen to the audios of from this particular thing that we was listening to. This is the second series I think that we're doing. No, third series that we're doing of
For pop,
pop.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Okay.
put
So we
myself
did
on mute.
15. I'm trying to figure out how we. I must have clicked it by accident. Okay. Let's get back to where we was.
Radar screens in the Northeast air defense sector. There was another exercise, Vigilant Warrior, which was, in fact, according to a NORAD source, a live fly hijack drill being conducted at the same time. With only 8 available fighter aircraft, and they have to be dispatched in pairs, they were dealing with as many as 22 possible hijacks on the day of 9/11, and they couldn't separate the war game exercises from the actual hijacks.
All right, Boston Center, Team U. We have a problem here. We have a hijacked aircraft headed towards New York. We need someone to scramble some F-16s or something up there to help us out.
Is this real world or exercise?
No, this is not an exercise manifest.
But this was done deliberately, though.
These war game exercises were apparently very well planned by someone who I will show, I believe, was Dick Cheney in the United States government to deliberately confuse FAA, NORAD, and U.S. Air Force fighter response to fulfill a prophecy that another man had once said, "Let one happen and stop the rest." We do not have a clear explanation for why fighters from Andrews Air Force Base were sent out over the sea first and couldn't turn around because the 9/11 Commission seemed to change all the evidence just arbitrarily right before it issued its final report. So we don't have a clear explanation, but certainly there was this all consistent with a motive that said make sure that the fighters don't get to any place in time to stop the 3 critical attacks on the World Trade Center and the Pentagon.
Do we want to think about scrambling aircraft? Oh, God, I don't know. That's a decision somebody's going to have to make probably in the next 10 minutes.
All right, let me pause that because I got to read it because you all can't see it. It reads, the Pentagon is the world's most protected building surrounded by anti-air weapons that cannot shoot down, pew down, even the fastest, that can pew down even the fastest of fighter jets. Yet, even 30 minutes after the entire country was aware of attacks by paper planes, the media reported that another paper plane flew into the side of the Pentagon without having been shot, been pew down. Hey, niece. Bet. Okay, so is it down at the bottom where we was talking about?
You know, it might have appeared that way, but from my close-up inspection, there's no evidence of a plane having crashed anywhere near the Pentagon.
I love
the
you,
only
niece.
site
Thank you
is
so
the
much.
actual site of the building that's crashed in, and as I said, the only pieces left that you can see are small enough that you could pick up in your hand. There are no large tail sections, wing sections, a fuselage, nothing like that anywhere around, which would indicate that the entire plane crashed into the side of the Pentagon.
Something started to fire with some explosion at the Pentagon not long after the two World Trade Centers.
Do you see anything flying overhead just before this explosion?
We can't see exactly where the source of the explosion was, but you could hear it very clearly with a loud boom.
Or two. The first one is all New York now.
Michael, if you can hear me, we just heard another explosion down at the Pentagon building. We just heard another loud explosion down at the Pentagon building just seconds ago.
Another explosion of some sort. Now, it could be a secondary explosion here from something happening, but we just heard a loud pop just as you were coming to me. It seemed to be on the east of here. I can't tell what it is. It might be something that's secondary to this because we had a number of small explosions after the fire occurred.
We're not talking about something that's entertaining or sensational. We're talking about your government, where you live, your country, your freedoms.
Right.
And what we're talking about here is things which you see every day. Like someone said a long time ago, many will look with their eyes but not see, and listen with their ears but not hear. And that's us. That is this country. We have been looking at things all along and never realizing the significance of the occult emblems that we're seeing today. Okay.
We're talking about a global government that's in existence right now. We're not talking about a nation that is going, we're talking about a nation that is gone.
Thank you for that charmer bow, babe.
We do not control the government of the United States.
Thank you for that charmer bow,
The United States of America is controlled by this evilarchy. They control the money system. They control the State Department. They control the presidency.
The seal that we have on an American dollar bill is an occult seal of an occult society pursuing an occult agenda.
Okay. So, and I was telling my wife about this, and some of you already know, but I'm going to tell you, I got to describe what they're showing because you all can't see it. Okay, so, and I've actually seen somebody do this before too. He's got the $20 bill. He's got it folded in a way where you can see it. The imagery on the $20 bill is a building with smoke coming out the top of it. Excuse me. Now, when he folds it another way, the image on the $20 bill forms something that resembles the WTC, and it has smoke bellowing from the WTC, or what strongly resembles the WTC on the $20 bill. So the building is supposed to be the Pentagon, and when you fold it the other way and flip the $20 bill over, it's WTC. I like that shit. Spells makes it with an inverted pentagram on the dollar too. That's true. All right, this reads the CIA is behind this. The CIA is behind most, if not all, T-ist attacks in America. As for the Fred, Bobby, Isaiah, I guess I could say, of the government, there is no question whether or not it has been infiltrated by the Loomies. And that was stated by Ted Gunderson, former chief of the Los Angeles chapter of the Fed Boy Eyes. If you get it. If y'all can understand what I'm saying. Alex said, and that alien under certain lighting. That what bill is that on?
Now, you might be noticing I don't feel about that
out
war
in
the way we were told we were supposed to feel about that war, the way we were ordered and instructed by the United States government to feel about that war. See, my mind doesn't work that way. I got this real moron thing I do. It's called thinking. And I'm not a really good American because I like to form my own opinions. I don't just roll over when I'm told to. Sad to say, most Americans just roll over on command. Not me. Not me. I have certain rules I live by. My first rule, I don't believe anything the government tells me. Nothing. Zero.
This reads, even if you don't believe that September event that happened in 2001 was an inside job, here is one good reason why you shouldn't trust your government. Simply because they lie, which we see today, every day, all the time. This reads, one, Saddam Hussein is, and I know how to say it, I'm trying to throw out the algorithm, is an imminent threat, having weapons of mass construction, and I don't mean construction, y'all know what I mean, which could be fired within 45 minutes. This is what they were feeding.
It concludes that Iraq has chemical and biological weapons, that Saddam has continued to produce them, that he has existing and active military plans for the use of chemical and biological weapons, which could be activated within 45 minutes, including against his own Shia population.
The United States knows that Iraq has weapons of mass destruction. Any country on the face of the earth with an active intelligence program knows that Iraq has weapons of mass destruction.
There is no doubt that Saddam Hussein now has weapons of mass destruction.
Nope.
There is no doubt that he is amassing them to use against our friends, against our allies, and against us.
We know what this is all about.
And if he does not disarm the United States of...
What'd she say?
Typed them right out my head.
Yep, that's what it is.
The same thing that they did over here to us is the same thing that they trying to do to them other people and take their land.
Right. And especially, and they're talking about Nigeria. Precious Peachy Zero, thank you. Welcome in. Thank you for that heart me. Remember, y'all, claim your points. If you send me a heart me, first of all, thank you so much. But click on this orange heart and claim your daily. You got things you got to do. When you click on the heart, it's going to tell you the different things to do. And then if you do those things, you will cover your daily goal and you will receive points as well. Tanisha Cole, welcome in. Thank you for the heart me. I appreciate you. Shout out to you for becoming the number 54 fan in the fan club.
Lead a coalition and disarm him in the name of peace.
Oh, hold on.
The lies.
Hold on.
The lies that they tell.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, niece. Number 2 says Saddam Hussein has strong connections to Al and Al-Qaeda, y'all know, and the September, what happened in 2001 attacks. This is another play that they spread in order
Somebody
to do
just
that.
sent you a galaxy. Thanks,
Who that?
Tanisha.
Tanisha Cole, thank you so much. Let's give it up to Tanisha Cole. Thank you. Thank all of you gifters so much. That was beautiful. I've never seen that before.
Right.
Man. Okay, this is what they feed us in order to try to justify what they were about to do. Or to make us think what they were about to do is really happening.
Aids and protects terrorists, including members of Al-Qaeda. Secretly and without fingerprints, he could provide one of his hidden weapons to terrorists or help them develop their own. Before September the 11th, many in the world believed that Saddam Hussein could be contained.
Terror is, you can't distinguish between Al-Qaeda and Saddam when you talk about the war on terror. We've learned that Iraq has trained Al-Qaeda members in bomb making and poisons and deadly gases. He's a threat because he is dealing with Al-Qaeda. We know that Iraq and Al-Qaeda have had high-level contacts.
Okay, that went too fast, so I can't really read. Oh, let me see if I can get back. I'm not sure. I can't. I missed that part. But it said, but did the Bush administration really expect to find any? Here's what they were saying just 18 months before the WAR. And then let's see. We got to read something. Oh, that's Colin Powell.
With respect to weapons of mass destruction, he is unable to project conventional power against his neighbors.
To keep arms from him. His military forces have not been rebuilt.
Now let's take a look at the lies. This is
that there were not weapons of mass.
Live restricted for some audiences. Your live contains themes that some may find uncomfortable and has been restricted.
I knew it. I was just waiting for it. I knew it was coming. I was just waiting on it. I knew it was coming.
That's crazy. That's crazy. All right. Okay. So, as you all can see, we're just going to stop it right there. But as you all can see, once we're bringing you all facts, and the platform doesn't want it to be known, which lets us know that we're what?
Being watched.
Well, you know the JID.
This is crazy, man. All right.
We are being watched. TikTok, this is for educational purposes only.
I'm starting to think the people that watch, or the person that whatever that watches,
that come in here, be the ones that be reporting it.
Yes. Thank you for the rose, baby. I appreciate that. How's your day at work going? And how's my grandbabies? All right, y'all. So since, again, these people don't want the truth out.
No, this is day 3 that they did this. Every day.
And I don't understand. It's not going to change what happened.
Break it down piece by piece by piece by piece until you finish the whole thing.
So do we need to go from 10 to 5 minutes? Like
probably.
That's crazy.
No funniness, probably.
Okay. All right then. Y'all the mods.
Take a break in between it.
Oh, like a couple of days
talk
or something?
about something. No. Like if you do the 10 minutes, then take a couple day break in between it. Don't do it like back to back. But if you want to do like 5 minutes, talk about something else, then go back and finish the segment up with that at the end before you end out the day or whatever, just to get that one segment done for the day. Like break it up in intervals for that day.
Bet. That's what we'll do going forward. And this is why I have the best moderating team on the platform. Y'all give up my moderators. Give it up to them. Okay. That's how we'll do it. That's how we'll do it then. All right.
Yeah, because they playing arcade games.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about us, because the platform seems to love it when we talk about us, right? And doing crazy stuff going on, right? So let's do that. Now they may not like where we're going with this and what they are doing, but we are going to do it anyway. You know, she said ATP ain't no one really in here either. Yeah, they've dwindled us down again. It's every time we are talking something political, and this is and like even sometimes my wife's like, babe, talk about something or mix it up. But see, this is why I can't when I'm talking about politics or government and stuff like that, and we're telling the truth, we get knocked. This is what happened, and then I end up losing the platform. But then too, if we come together and we try to help somebody out and stuff like that, sometimes I get warnings on that, because it's like, you trying to basically push or sell or something. I'm not. We just trying to collect some funds to help somebody. You know, just as we opened up the show with today. I'm gonna be honest. I thought we was gonna get shut down when we was talking about that for Miss Bunny. I'm shocked they let us through that. You know, but anyways, we're gonna move on. We're going to segment 4. And this is and what got us here on this part with this guy, Gucci Mane, is because allegedly it has been stated a lot of times and people have mentioned it several times, but we're saying allegedly for the sake of the platform. But allegedly he is a drone and take the D off, put CL. And even there's a video out where a guy saying that, and I think Jenny sent it to me. I think. It ain't just you, but they flagged us. They flagged it.
Yeah, Jenny sent the video. Yeah, she
Okay.
sent it to me too.
Yeah, Hobson. That's right. Hobson says he wears an outfit that is supposed to be. He has to be.
Pretend to be Gooch.
Yeah. Yes. Because he had leaked or said some things, and they were like, "Well, hey, you talking too much." So, in order for you to basically undo that, you've got to wear this suit and be this man. Okay.
Yep.
Now, what we're listening to is this man's ex-girlfriend, and the thing about it, his ex-girlfriend, she was with him before he got really, really big, right? So the things that she's saying and how he was prior to, you have to factor that in to what's going on now. So when she say he's different, she knows. When you listen to what's her name, Aunt Deb, when she tell you he's different, they know because they dealt with this man on a daily basis before things got to where they are. You see what I'm saying?
What up, 1K?
1K? I don't see it. There's a
Grand
person in.
Rising.
Oh, okay. It's not
One of my
showing.
friends, yeah, 1K beat. He came in here.
Okay, welcome. Let them know. Always welcome. Your people is always welcome.
Real. That nigga stole my ideas. He felt like he used me and he discarded me. You get what I'm saying? He had me in the studio working. He was stealing my ideas, listening. Like, you know what I'm saying? Taking all my ideas and he'll take off and he'll run. Like, anything I'll be in the studio recording, he'll go make his own version of it and put it out. You know what I'm saying? And we can go into all the different songs but that shit don't even matter. He got to prove that to you at this point. It's just like.
When is the last time that you spoke with him? The last conversation?
I spoke to him a couple times before he went, before he went in jail this last time.
Would you say that was the last?
So what was that? Was that like 2013, 14? Well, I don't remember what year that was. I know he got out in like around 2015, 16, right?
Yeah.
So it was before he went in the last time. But let me tell you something. Like, even though he was doing me dirty and all that shit, all that foul shit, that's just who he
really
was. I knew what I signed up for when I got with him. I ain't even gonna take that shit. I ain't even take that shit personal because that's just who Gucci was. He was a janky ass. So I said he was just like a cutthroat ass nigga.
I'm a dog. I'm a dog.
I knew what I was dealing with. I knew what I signed up for. So I ain't take that shit personally. It is what it is. Like he was doing other people. He did other people like dirty too. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't take it personally. It is what it is. You want to be with him, so it is what it is. That's what you signed up for. All right, cool. I need people to understand, like, I left Gucci. He didn't leave me. I left him. I got tired of just being drugged, just being taken advantage of, just being taken used. But I stayed around so long because I really did love him. And it was hard. It was just hard the heart wants what the heart wants. You get what I'm saying? But it came to a point where I said, man, bro, like, I got to leave you because when it gets to a point where you start loving a man more than you love God and more than you love yourself, that's the problem. And I knew then, I was like, damn, I'm tripping. I love this man more than I love, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I was like, I gotta let him go. I gotta let him go. And I just started cutting him off cold turkey. You know what I'm saying? I just came to a decision. I was in my townhouse. I'm gonna say 2009. I was in my townhouse. No, 2010, 9. I started getting fed up in 2009. By 2010, I was like, I'm finna cut this nigga off cold turkey. Like, no access to me, no nothing. Block this nigga. You know what I'm saying? The last time I saw him physically in the flesh was 2010 at Patchwork Studios in Atlanta.
Patchwork. Shout out
All
to
the
Patchwork
other times
Studio.
was through the phone and shit. And he always try to get me to come pull up on him. And I just wasn't going for it. Like I
now,
said,
was that the real, like, that's the one that you remember?
So this was, I need to give you the pictures. They on my Facebook page.
Okay.
But so you can see which Gucci man this was. Like, go to Facebook. So this was Gucci man with the ice cream cone on his face and the ice cream chain.
That's the original.
And I saw him he asked me to bring Za'Carri down in my family. He was in town recording and he wanted to see them. So we came down to the studio or whatever. The pictures on my Facebook in real time. They some real bad pictures though, because I didn't take them with my phone. My auntie took the pictures with her. I didn't even get in the pictures with him because I told you I was like, fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to take no picture with you. But it's only pictures of him, like our daughter, and my cousin Ebony, and my auntie Ann and Waka Flocka. Them the only people like in the pictures or whatever. So basically, I hadn't seen him in a long time or whatever, and I was just like, it was weird. It's like, damn, Gucci look different. You know what I'm saying?
Just like
and then I was like, the first thing I noticed was he had black fake fingernail polish on his hand. I was like, the fuck you got black fingernail polish on your hand for? What made you do that? And he really couldn't give me no explanation. I was like, oh, so you a rock star now, huh? And he was like, that what that mean? Oh, that what that mean? And I was like, how you don't know what that represent and you painted your nails black? I had to tell you what that meant. And he was acting weird. Like, he was acting like he didn't know, like walking on eggshells, like you don't know how to act around, like pretending.
You didn't know.
It was like a pretend, like a program. And when he was just acting weird, talking weird. Oh, I'm gonna tell you. All right, so let me tell you another thing that was weird, right? Before we was getting ready to leave, because I really we wanted to stick around for a minute, but he wanted to see us real quick. We took some pictures or whatever, and then we was getting ready to leave, and he was like, he was like, meet me at the strip club. He's like, when I finish my studio session, meet me at the strip club at Club Blaze. It was Blaze and Saddles Club Blaze on Moreland in East Atlanta, right? That was his favorite strip club. So he was like, meet me up there. I'm gonna come up there when I leave the studio. And he handed me $300. That was the red flag. The black nail polish was the first red flag, and I could have gave him a pass if he could have gave me a legitimate explanation. But the fact that he didn't know why he was wearing black nail polish, I was like, because the Gucci man I know ain't gonna do nothing suspect. He don't play that gay stuff. He don't play no sissy punk shit. I'm a street nigga. So anything that's reminiscent of that, he not going for it. So I was like, that's wow. This what the industry do to you? They just change you. You know what I'm saying? So it's the Hollywood shit. I guess he a rock star. You know, he was making music, rock star, lifestyle, don't make it. Yeah, like I was with him around that time too. Like it was like he said my auntie name in that Drunker Than Tasty. That's
still the one that we remember. That's still the Gucci we remember.
Right. This was before he went with change when he got out of the prison. That's why I thought we think something happened to him in prison.
Yes.
So you said, did you see anything?
Yes.
In the industry, like did you see some weird shit? I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to get you. So,
she said, I'm trying to get
so
you.
that was that. And then when he had gave me the $300, told me to meet him at the strip club. Mind you, I'm already like, we fighting, we going back and forth. I don't fuck with you. So if you trying to win your girl back, right? Why would you give me some petty ass $300? What the fuck am I supposed to do with $300 at the strip club? Nigga, we some ballers. Like, Gucci is a big trick. He the type of nigga that'll go in the strip club and pay every dancer in there they whole shift, night shift, to go take off work and go hang out with him at another strip club. Like, that's the type of nigga, you know what I'm saying? $300, nigga, I ain't seen you in months. Like, and you gonna give me $300? If you just saying, here, $300.
That's what I was.
He was like, here, $300. Meet me at the strip club. I was like, what the fuck is what the fuck supposed to do with $300? Right? I know that sound petty, but
no,
I know that sound petty, but I'm like, this nigga
like
is
pocket
tripping.
change.
So then, when we was in the studio, he had a couple of partners in there, right? And all right, so I can see in the spiritual realm. You know what I'm saying? I just have a gift to see in the spiritual realm. So when I say there wasn't him, when I looked through his eyes, he wasn't in there. It was like his flesh and bones, but his soul, like he wasn't, his spirit, his soul wasn't in there. It was like the enemy, like nanny boo boo. I got this.
Oh yeah, she had one kid with him.
Shit.
Like the
it was like
place?
Lucifer in there, like nanny boo boo got. Yeah, type shit. But only I can see that. I can't tell nobody. I can only see that in the spiritual realm with my third eye. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, especially with like soulmates.
So the enemy is like touching me. He touching me, right? So then the spirit started jumping in other people. I started seeing spirits jump in different people in the studio.
Whoa.
Yeah, but that's how it worked. Like the Illuminati and all that stuff, like it's selling your soul, and you supposed to.
Hey, TikTok, we know you're sensitive. This is only educational and entertainment purposes only.
Keep it a secret in the secret society. That's really the secret. That's really the secret. It's one of the secrets, but I don't know everything. But you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm spilling all the beans because I'm ready for Jesus to come back and shut all this shit down. I'm ready for Jesus to come back and shut all this shit down because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of going through turmoil. I'm sick of going through hell. I done been through the valley of the shadow of the death. Okay? I'm tired. I is tired, boss. So, like I said, just because I cut him off, like, that's my family member. Like, I still care about him. I want the best for him. And if he want to be with Keisha, fine. That is fine. I'm not telling this man to leave his family, encouraging him to abandon his family.
Yeah, me too,
I just want him to wake up, snap out of it.
You understand where she coming from?
When she said, I'm tired, boss. I think of the Green Mile every time.
Yes.
When he said that line. That means every ounce of your essence, your energy, your spirit is just like it's on E. You're on E.
Yeah. Yeah. And shout out to Michael Clark Duncan, by the way. R.I.P. to you, brother. Great work.
Yeah, that was my boy.
Get control. You deserve to be your own man. You deserve to have your independence. You deserve to have your voice. You just be you. You can be with her and you can still be a better person and still be you. But what I'm saying, like, whoever this Gucci is, like, it's not the real Gucci because ain't nothing similar. Ain't nothing. His facial structure, like the way that like a lot of people like talk about the tattoos, but the main thing I know is his facial structure, his lips, his tongue, those little details, and his penis. You get what I'm saying?
Wait. They showed a different one? Is it a different one?
No, they didn't show it, but I'm telling you what I know.
Okay.
I'm telling you what I seen. I'm telling you.
How big was it when you saw it?
So when
look at the interview with
Being messy.
You going? Yes, this ain't even what we here
Don't ask
for.
that girl. That's something personal.
That's our baby daddy number one. You gotta be careful. And she from East Atlanta, so. Oh my gosh, man, this is crazy.
Talking about
the real Gucci Man penis was like it was a grower, not a shower.
Okay, like a little thick, and then you know.
So when it's limp, it's small as hell, but it was a grower, not a shower.
Okay.
And the sex game was good. He knew what he was doing.
Man.
He wasn't working with a whole lot, but what he had, he made it do what it do. You get what I'm saying?
Gucci look, he had that bravado.
Why is the interviewer smiling so
Cause
much?
she won't, cause she want that. She want that. She want that snake. She want that snake in her boot.
I'm trying to tell you, she look like, listen, I'm willing to try all the Gucci's till we find this one.
Yeah, the right one.
Yes.
Looking like a Cheshire cat.
Yes, oh my God.
Probably smiling from ear to ear.
My wife said they keep ghosting her comments. I don't understand.
Yeah, because I don't see her comments at all.
Me neither. And this platform is getting on my nerves, really. She said they keep ghosting my
I have
comments.
a question.
I was trying to
Ain't
say
they
that
supposed to be taking this away in January?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
They always starting to take TikTok. At this point, just take it. We don't even care no more. Just take it.
To be honest, the way it's being ran and how you can never say anything.
Just take it. Because you're taking away our freedom of speech.
Right.
It don't matter. We can't say nothing.
Right. And see, the only reason I still do this on here is because most of the people I'm established with is here. If I could get everybody to migrate over to my YouTube, or I would say Rumble, but yeah, probably Rumble because you can say more on there. But I would strictly film from there. I would go live from there. I wouldn't even deal with this. I wouldn't give these people this platform the pleasure anymore because. And look, the only thing my wife said was they keep ghosting my comments. I was trying to say she has kids by him, so she should know if that's him or not. That's it, and they're not even letting that through. But now, let one of them Cletus Cooterbobs get on here and start talking racist and calling us every name in the book and praising the cheddar color coat leader. They won't flag nothing, you know. So. Real spill. Matter of fact, I'm actually making the announcement. I know it's only 9 people in here, but right now, but
he said,
man,
okay.
If y'all start Rumble, I'll start going live. Go get you a Rumble. I'll go over there and do it. Or if you want to go to YouTube. I'll do it there. But I just don't. Not here. Like I wouldn't do it here no more. Like it's getting old now. Really, it's really getting old.
Yeah.
Like that nigga ain't never had no big deal. He must have had one of them surgeries where they extend it. But then it's a conspiracy theory. It was a movie that was called. Well, it was like a movie, right? I forgot the name of it. Somebody gonna know what I'm talking about. But it was called. I forgot the name of the movie, but basically, the movie was about talking about like a clone. You know what I'm saying?
Get Out? It wasn't Get Out?
No. And it wasn't the Tyrone. It's an old movie. It was talking about a clone. And the distinctive thing in the movie was the scrotum, like down there. I forgot the name of the
So you saying that the clones got the bigger ones? They get the clone. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you gonna design something,
it's so many different conspiracy theories about. Is it the real Gucci? Is it a clone? Is it MK Ultra? I believe all of it. I believe all the conspiracy theories are possible. I can't put my finger on which one. I can only know what I see. And what I see is not him. So I don't know if he's dead. I don't know if his soul is just gone and it's another demonic entity pretending to be him, or I don't know if they clone him. That's possible, or it could be just programming, MK Ultra, mind control. That's why he always got to stay with Keisha because she's the handler. She's the one that's make him Be Gucci right now and then go back to being a vegetable. Be Gucci right now and go back in the sunken place. She can turn it on and off type shit. You know what I'm saying? So all things are possible through Christ who strengthened us.
Yeah.
Do you know Hobson? Everybody's saying that it's Hobson in a bodysuit.
I've been personally playing for about 8 years now. It started around around Illmind 5 when that came out, because the song was so big, and then they told me I had to like kind of sacrifice something. They said you're gonna have to pay it back because you just put this information out there. This is gonna put people in the wrong mindset of what we're trying to do in society. So they told me that if I don't do these list of things, then they are going to hurt my family or hurt, people that I really care about. And they told me to go to this office. It was on Wilshire Boulevard in Los Angeles. And then when I went in,
pause. Let's put that up. Let's put that up. We showed this the other day, but we're gonna show it again. That's what he's talking. That's where he's talking about.
I asked them over the phone, what are they gonna have me do? They said they couldn't tell me. And then when I went into the office, they sat me down and it was like an all white room, and they opened one of the doors and it had a Gucci suit.
Yeah, I don't know. I keep saying that. I saw the videos. I don't know who that dude is. I didn't know. I had never heard about him until the Gucci Mane's conspiracy. So I can't vouch for that because I don't know who he was. He does look similar, but I just don't. I don't know. I don't know. Like, you know what, I feel in my heart, I feel like they got that nigga caged up somewhere in the damn dungeon or something. Like, I don't know what it is. I can just feel it in my heart. Like, I tell you, it's a soul tie. When he go through his episodes, I really think, you know how the world saw me going viral, going crazy and shit. I really think when I'm going crazy, he going crazy. You see how Keisha was like, he didn't have episode plenty of time, but she tried her best to keep it quiet and don't let the world see it. She don't want nobody to see him vulnerable going through all that. I honestly think at the same time I be going crazy, he be going crazy at the same time. I honestly feel like that.
That's that soul.
We just don't see him when he do it.
Soulmate.
But now they coming out with this book.
Did you guys do something? Was there ever something like? Because if you say it's spiritual, did you guys ever make a pact or do any kind of like something latch on? Because you said you don't do drugs, so
no. You know what? I think we never did no witchcraft. We never did no blood pact. We never did no spiritual marriage.
Educational and entertainment
we never
purposes
did none
only.
of that. The only thing that can make sense to me is that.
All right, and they leave the clip. We got to stay tuned for part 5 tomorrow. But let's give it up to Drea O'Shea. O'Show. I'm sorry. I said O'Shea. O'Show. And once again, thank you all for right. Sis, it was a soul connection. Exactly. No doubt on that at all.
I don't want no connection like that.
It's crazy work.
Not the interviewer care about his penis more so than what she was actually talking about. I'd have been like, girl, you asked one more question about this man private area.
I'm telling you, man, she was more. I'm talking. She stopped the whole interview to talk about that. It is crazy work. Crazy work, man. Thank you all for joining hashtag I'm gonna say it. We appreciate it. Let's give it up to those gifters and uplifters today.
Another headline screen.
Give it up to the hardest working and the greatest moderating team on TikTok today. Give it up to them.
So high and so strong,
thank you guys.
But the truth's gonna break through.
And last but not least, all of you that stayed with us and rock with us and those that have left, thank you for joining us today. For whatever amount of time you stayed. As we say, your presence is a gift to us and it's a gift that we cherish. So thank you all so much. You all are the guests of honor.
I'm about to say it, yeah, I'm about to scream.
If you missed any past episodes of hashtag I'm gonna say it, please go on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, G Smooth 404. Go on Rumble, subscribe to my channel on Rumble, G Smooth 404. If you go on Facebook, go and follow my page, Mr. Breaking News, G Smooth, and you can watch past episodes of Hashtag I'm Gonna Say It on all 3 platforms. We ask that you remember we do have Hashtag I'm Gonna Say It t-shirts available. Just get with me or one of my moderators and let us know your size, color you want, and we'll make sure we get that sent out to you. And we'll give you the link of how you can square away that to make your purchase and stuff like that. All right, we want to give it up to our sister, Straight Facts, again. We opened up the show speaking on her, and we want to go and make sure we give her flowers for what she done, her sacrifice that she made today. And I hope we did justice or did something pleasing to her in our opening monologue of the show. Yeah, Daybreak 76, that question was very weird. and she stayed there about that man's private partner.
She kept going back to that. Like, you were so fascinated. Like, did you sleep with the clone Gucci and then you trying to figure out if you slept with the clone or the real one?
Right. It was wild. It was wild. Don't forget, if you live in the New Jersey area, I'll find the city. Just let me know. If you live in New Jersey, get with us and let us know. We were trying to get a furnace or heaters for Miss Bonnie, who is a regular over in Straight Facts broadcast. She's pretty much in there every day. And older lady. And we all know it's getting cold. Up north, it gets really cold. So we don't want her to be out there in a position of where she doesn't have any heat. The foundation or the organization that was going to that's where she lives that could help with something like this, the Cheddar Color Code leader cut the funding for that, so they're no longer able to assist people who need furnace installations or heaters and stuff like that. So if you decide to help, or if you know somebody that can do that, get with me. I'll pass the message along to Straight Facts, and Straight Facts can pass it along to Miss Bunny. Or you can just send it to my Cash App. If you want to do it that way, you can donate that way, and I will Cash App it to Straight Facts. Straight Facts will get it to Miss Bunny. Either way, we can't let one of our own be left out in the cold, literally. That's not what we're about. All right, so anything can help, and even if it's $1, who cares? It all comes together, right? Anything. So, and let's also keep her in our prayers that she doesn't have to endure this for long. One thing we do know is God is going to take care of everything. He's going to take care of it. In fact, it's probably already taken care of. I have no doubt about that. It's just a matter of which avenue she has to take in order to get there, right, to the resolution. But let's keep her in our prayers, and let's help if we can. Once again, this has been your self-proclaimed favorite news reporter reporting live from the newsroom. You could be anything in this world, people. Be somebody. And with that, peace and blessings to you all. And remember, I love you to life.